All right, let's talk. If you're a PC gamer and you've just about had it with Windows, trust me, you're in good company. And when you start looking for a new home for your rig, two names keep popping up: Zorin OS and Bazzite. So today, we're going to break it all down and figure out which of these Linux powerhouses is the right one for you. Now, you might think this is an easy choice, right? One looks and feels a lot like Windows, and the other one is purpose-built for gaming. But here's the thing, the real decision here isn't just about a list of features. It's about two totally different philosophies on what a gaming PC should even be. So why are so many people looking for that exit ramp from Windows in the first place? This isn't just some casual, let's try something new kind of thing. For a whole lot of gamers, this is a quest, and it's born from some very real frustration with a system that just doesn't feel like it's on their side anymore. And this quote, man, this one from a Reddit user gets right to the heart of it. We're not talking about some abstract philosophical debate. This is about your machine, your hardware, failing in a way that puts your actual data at risk. It's about people wanting the expensive computer they bought to just, work. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, isn't it? It's part of a much bigger picture. People are just fed up with forced updates that break their settings, performance that gets choked out by bloatware, and this growing feeling that their own PC is spying on them. The basic promise of a stable, reliable computer feels like it's been broken. Okay, so you've decided to make the jump. You're leaving Windows behind. The first path that's likely to pop up is the most welcoming one. It looks safe, comfortable, and instantly familiar at pretty much anyone who's touched a computer in the last couple of decades. And that path is Zorin OS. And that right there is Zorin's absolute superpower. It's designed specifically to make the switch as smooth and painless as possible. It doesn't want to feel like you've landed on an alien planet. It wants to feel like coming home right from the moment you first boot it up. So when you dig in, you see why it's so popular. It's incredibly user-friendly, the interface feels just right, and it's built on a rock-solid, stable foundation. But the most important word on this whole slide is flexible. Zorin is a traditional OS, which means if you're the kind of person who loves to pop the hood and tinker, you have total, complete freedom to customize everything. But if Zorin is that comfortable, familiar hometown, then our other path is a futuristic metropolis, built for one thing and one thing only: absolute peak gaming performance. Welcome to Bazzite. This isn't about comfort, it's about pure, raw power. And just look at how fast this thing is moving. It's wild. In just a couple of years, Bazzite went from a little side project to a massive player, and they are constantly pushing out updates. This shows a complete obsession with being on the absolute cutting edge. I mean, they're working with the Open Gaming Collective to get a specially tuned kernel just for gaming. That's serious dedication. So what does bleeding edge actually mean for you, the gamer? It means you get that performance-tuned kernel. It means you have the absolute latest graphics drivers ready to go. And it means you get out-of-the-box support for stuff like Elgato capture cards and racing wheels. You just plug them in and they work. It's all about giving you a competitive advantage with zero fuss. So, one is familiar and flexible. The other is powerful and specialized. But the real decision here, the true fork in the road, it has nothing to do with the software you see on the screen. It goes way, way deeper, right down to the very DNA of how these operating systems are built. And here it is, the one concept that changes everything: immutability. Just imagine that the core files of your PC are locked in a vault. You can't accidentally delete something critical, a bad update can't corrupt your whole system. It's designed to be unbreakable, kind of like the OS on your PlayStation or your phone. And that is Bazzite. This right here is the fundamental trade-off. Zorin is mutable, which means it's changeable. You get maximum flexibility. Bazzite is immutable. Its core is read-only, giving you maximum reliability. Its updates are a single, clean system image. It either works perfectly or it instantly rolls back like nothing ever happened. No more messy, half-broken updates. You know, a user on Hacker News put it perfectly. They said comparing Zorin and Bazzite is like comparing apples to oranges. And they're right. These aren't just two different flavors of Linux, they're two completely different ideas about how a computer should work. One is all about freedom, the other is all about foolproof stability. So, which philosophy is right for you? It's time to stop thinking about which one is better and start asking which one is better for you. Let's break down who each of these is really for. Okay, so you should go with Zorin OS if you want that comfortable, feels like home Windows experience. If you love to tinker, if you're a developer, or if your PC is your do everything machine for work and gaming, then Zorin's classic, flexible approach gives you the keys to the kingdom. But you should choose Bazzite if you want your gaming PC to feel more like a super-powered console. If your number one priority is an unbreakable system that always has the latest drivers and performance tweaks without you lifting a finger, Bazzite's immutable, reliable design was literally made for you. But hold on, even after you've picked your core philosophy, the flexible one or the unbreakable one, there's still one more layer of personalization to think about. And it's all about how your desktop actually looks and feels to use. The two big options for your desktop environment are KDE Plasma and Genome. Now, the simplest breakdown is this. A lot of users say KDE feels more like Windows, with endless ways to customize it. Genome is seen as more modern, more streamlined, maybe a little more like macOS. And if you look at this poll from Bazzite users, you can see gamers clearly prefer KDE. But the key takeaway here is that you still get to choose. So in the end, it really all comes down to what you value most. Are you looking for the ultimate freedom to shape your own system, or the ultimate reliability of a purpose-built gaming machine? The flexible path or the unbreakable one? The choice is all yours.